Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match reaction, and it's finished full time at Vicarage Road. Watford nil, Swansea City 2. Yeah, excellent result, excellent performance. We finally got that away win, which we desperately need. As I keep saying, we've been tremendous at home, but our away form has sort of let us down at times. I think it's only our second win under Matos, our first away win under Matos this year as well. So yeah, as I said, really, really pleased we got it over the line, and we didn't just win it by one goal, we won it by two, and we could have got a few more goals as well. I mean, the stats are, well, we had 2.77 expected goals, which is ridiculous. Watford had a lot of shots, but not many on target, whereas we had a little bit less shots but more on target. So the stats are maybe closer than I think the outcome shows, but I do think that we were the better team and we were very, very deserving of that win. I thought we played excellent against a good Watford side, who were decent at home as well, and they're quite high up in the division as well. So to go there and play the way we did, I thought was excellent. We did have a few scares early on. Vigouroux made a few good saves, but other than that, I think we defended really well all game. Obviously, scored two goals in the second half, and I thought it was an excellent, well-rounded performance. And as I said, I think we definitely deserved the win. On the whole, there's no doubts about that. And yeah, everyone on the pitch played fantastically well as well. Everyone across the back line, everyone in midfield, those on the wing and up front as well, I thought were excellent. So yeah, it was a really, really well-rounded performance and a much-needed win away from home. And hopefully, we can build on that. We're back at home next Sunday against Sheffield Wednesday. So hopefully we can build on that. As I said, we've got a good home record, and we've now gone and won away from home, and we can take that into our next home game and try and continue our good home form. But yeah, very good performance. I'm very pleased with both the result and the performance. And two well taken goals. I know they were both tap ins, but they were both very well worked for the goals as well. Obviously, Marco Stamanic making sure that the Potnick's touch, hit the back of the net. And I think without that touch, I think it was either going wide or hitting the post. So he needed to get the touch on it, and he did. And then obviously providing an assist then for Josh Key, which I'm absolutely landed for Josh. He's had a lot of stick, this season, and when he came on and played a bit further forward, I thought he was absolutely excellent, and maybe that's a new role for him. And with Galbraith being able to play at right back and also bringing in Joel Ward, maybe that does free up a position for Josh Key further forward, and that gives us a couple of options then on the wings with obviously Ronald, Key, Anusa, Nunes as well, Waddell. So we've got quite a few options now as well. But yeah, maybe that'll be a new position for Key. I thought he was excellent when he came on, and as I said, I'm delighted for him because he's had a lot of stick this season. I think he needed that goal for his confidence, and he was in the right place at the right time to tuck it away. But yeah, in terms of player ratings, Vigouroux, I'm going to give him a 7.5. Clean sheet, made a couple of good saves. I don't think he was as active as he has been in previous games, but still a very good performance and a clean sheet for him, so 7.5. Joel Ward, I'll give him a 7. I thought it was a solid performance from him. Defended very well, was going forward well as well. So yeah, 7 for him. Josh Tyman, I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he was great as he always is. There's not really much faults or there's not really many faults to Josh Tyman's game, and he seems to put in the same performance every single week. So I'll give him a 7.5. Cabango and Burgess at the back, both excellent today. Brilliant. I'll give them both 7.5s. Yeah, I don't think there was anything wrong with either of their performances today. So yeah, I'll give them both a 7.5. Marco Stamanic in midfield, absolutely brilliant today. I'm going to give him an 8.5. He was a powerhouse in midfield, kept the clean sheet, got a goal, got an assist, got 3 points. Perfect performance from Stamanic. So I'm going to give him an 8.5. I thought he was brilliant. Franco, I thought he was good as well. As he always is, very energetic, box to box, does a bit of everything. So I'll probably give him a 7.5. Thought he was really good. Jay Fulton, I'll give him a 7. I thought he's been really good since Matos has come in, and it was another good performance from him again today. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. Ronald, an arm, I'm gonna give. I think I'll give Ronald a 7.5. I thought he was actually really good today, um, and unlucky not to get a goal. And then I'll give him a 7. I thought good performance from him as well today. Um, could have had a chance. I think there was one time in the first half where Potnick decided to take the shot himself, and if he slipped it through to Army, would have been 1-on-1 with the keeper. But yeah, I'll give on a 7. And for Potnick, I'm actually going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he was dropping in deep, linking play, had a few chances himself, very unlucky not to get a goal. There was a time towards the end of the game where Galbraith, probably should have slid it into him, and Rapotnik would be 1-on-1 and probably scores. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. And obviously, he did get an assist as well for Stamenic's goal. So even when he's not scoring himself, he's providing goals. So I'll give him a 7. Substitutions then, Cullen, I'll probably give him a 6. I don't think he had too much time to sort of impact the game, that drastically, but also didn't put a foot wrong either. So I'll give him a 6. Nunes, I think I'll give him a 6.5. I thought he looked very lively when he come on. So yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. Galbraith, I'll give him a 6.5 as well. I thought, as I said, there was a time we should have slipped it through to Botnick, but I thought his all-round game when he come on was very good, like it always is. So I'll give him a 6.5. Malik Yalkoué, I'll give him a 6. I think, yeah, I don't same as Cullen really. Don't think he had a massive impact on the game, but also didn't do too much wrong. But he's so calm on the ball, Yalkoué, for someone who's so young, and keeps the ball very well as well. So yeah, I'll give him a 6. And then Josh Key, I'm gonna give him I'll give him a 7.5. Got the goal, was excellent when he come on. I think if he started the game, could have been an even higher rating, but I think came on off the bench and scored. Um, I think he scored. It was pretty much instantly, really, when he come on. So yeah, I'm delighted for Josh Key. But yeah, no, I'll give him a 7.5. In terms of Vito Matos, then I'll give him an 8. I thought it was excellent, very well managed. The rotation. You know, making Stamlich and Fulton work in the same team as well. I thought the back line was great. Substitutions, timing the substitutions, everything. I think he got pretty spot on. So yeah, no, I'll give him an 8 for Matos, and then finally onto the man of the match. I'm going to give it to Marko Stamenic. Obviously, he got the highest rating from me, and as I said, great performance in midfield, goal and an assist and 3 points. What more could you want? So yeah, I'll give Marko Stamenic the man of the match. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back next Saturday with my match preview ahead of the home game against Sheffield Wednesday. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.